What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be an exciting day. It's going to be a start to a new series. I'll be getting my car pro-tuned very soon, and I have a bunch of parts to install. I've been taking a long time to put these all together, and my car finally hit 35,000 miles. My warranty's over, so let's mod the shit out of my car. So as you can see, there's a lot of parts in front of me right now. I've been holding off on getting a Pro Tune for a while because I didn't want it to go to waste. I knew I was gonna put a lot more parts in my car, and I didn't want to waste a tune. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all my plans for my car, and I'll tell you all the parts I'll be installing. Okay guys, so since my car just hit 35,000 miles, there's a few things I wanted to do before adding more performance parts to it. I'm going to be flushing out my transmission and my rear diff. I'm going to be changing out with Lucas gear oil and actually I'm going to do performance part first, dude. Fuck that. This is boring. So the main power bump that I'm going to be getting from my performance mods, it's going to have to be my E85 kit. This is the Cobb Flex Fuel Kit for my 2015 WX. It's gonna allow me to run E85 for my car, and it should be a quick plug and play. It comes with Cobb's Flex Fuel Analyzer. It tells you the percentage of your ethanol content. New fuel line, and then the harness that plugs into the TGV, and it comes with the sensor. This kit is going to require you to do a Pro Tune. There is no off-the-shelf map, which is why I've been waiting to get a Pro Tune for a very long time. There is a downside on going E85 for our car. The FA20 uses a high-pressure fuel pump, and it's not really compatible with E85. There is no lubricant in E85, and it causes the fuel pressure to drop because it clogs the fuel pressure. Ethanol is very sticky, which is why it causes fuel pumps to fail. Now, to counteract that, I only plan on running 50% ethanol content anyways. I talked to my tuner and he said that that is a safe level to be at. Anymore, there's no really power gain and it's just not worth it. To add on top of that, I actually was able to source this bad boy. Now this is a high pressure fuel pump for the FA20 direct injection. It may look like just a regular fuel pump, but this guy is actually sourced from Brazil. Now, Brazil, all their cars run on E85. That being said, manufacturers like Subaru must modify these fuel pumps to allow those vehicles to be running off of E85. This, hypothetically, should be able to run full E85 content. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is upgrading my fuel pump in the tank. Now my car is equipped with two pumps, the in-tank and also the high pressure fuel pump located in the engine bay. This kit is a direct plug and play. It's compatible with E85 and it should also increase my fuel pressure if needed. All right, so next I'm gonna be talking some of the supporting mods that's gonna be helping me get more power out of my car. All right, so now I'm holding what you call Tbw Deletes. These are adapters that replaces your stock TGV. These TGVs are your best bang for your buck. They literally will add about 10 wheel horsepower and they literally only cost about $100. They will help your engine run a little bit more freely. So to accompany my Tbw Deletes, I'll be also installing my EGR Deletes. EGR Deletes will help me keep my engine more clean. It prevents recirculation of CO2. No more gunk buildup pretty much. Next, I have the nameless bypass valve. Now, stock is notorious for leaking, and since I'm getting a tune anyways, I figured I'll go ahead and upgrade this. Hopefully there's no more boost leaks and I'll get better response. And the next part that I have here is Grimspeed's boost controller. This little guy right here will basically just allow me to control my boost easier, help prevent boost creeping, and it will help me control my boost levels better. This guy also requires a tune. The next part that I have here is Process West Verticooler. This guy is massive compared to stock. I'll be showing you guys a little bit more in depth in a comparison between the stock intercooler and this guy. This guy is literally 3 times bigger than the stock intercooler. This is gonna be helping me get more power, keep my intake temperatures much cooler. This kit comes with the intercooler, the charge pipe, all the mounting brackets, and also an alternator cover. I'll be also upgrading my spark plugs to NGK's uranium spark plugs. My car already has 35,000 miles on it, and I figured getting a new tune, so I'll throw in new spark plugs. Better be safe than sorry, you know? The next part that I have here is AIG's air oil separator. Now, I already have the Crawford air oil separator on my car, but the problem is it's currently mounted where my COB Flex Fuel kit is supposed to be, so I can't use that kit anymore. So I'm gonna be upgrading to this oil separator, and hopefully it'll perform just as good. So the last performance upgrade that I have here is my brakes. I'm gonna be upgrading to a 2-piece in the front and a single piece in the rear. Now these are for my Brembo brakes. I have a set of Brembo brakes on my car that I sourced out from NSTI. They are currently on my car with upgraded StopTech discs. Since I'm gonna be getting more power, it's important to upgrade to better brake. More power means better braking. This right here is DBA's T3 500. It is a massive rotor with a 2-piece setup. Aluminum top, and it's supposed to withstand better temperatures, better stopping power, just a better upgrade. For the rear, I have DBA's T3 4000. It is a single piece rotor, and it just basically matches the front. Those are all the parts I have planned to install in my car. With all those parts, I'm hoping to hit around 350 wheel horsepower. I don't want to go any more than that because then I'll have to look into upgrading my clutch, upgrading my transmission, building my motor, stuff like that. Something that I don't want to do as of yet. Along with these mods, of course, I'm going to be having to maintain my car a little bit more. So therefore, I'm going to be doing other maintenance mods like doing my oil change right now, as well as changing out my gear and transmission oil, replacing it with Lucas gear oil. I'll also be bleeding out my brakes, topping out my coolant. But one thing that is worth mentioning is I'll be doing a carbon blast on my car as well. With 35,000 miles, direct injection, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of carbon buildup on my valves. So what I had done is actually print out my own little adapter here. This guy is gonna let me carbon blast my car without making a big mess. So I'll show you guys. These are my TGVs. They sit directly on the intake manifold. They're the same diameter as my intake ports. So with this adapter, it's gonna go straight into my intake manifold like that. This hole right here will allow me to shoot my walnut gun directly to the valves. And then this slit right here, I'm gonna be able to connect my vacuum and suck it all up without making a big mess. One last thing. This gas tank right here. I'm gonna have to upgrade it to my car because I'm going E85 now. I can't use my OEM gas tank, so I'm gonna have to fill it up directly into this guy. I'm just messing with you guys. Since I'm planning on only doing 50-50 E85, I'm gonna be filling this guy up with 5 gallons of E85 so I can bring it up to tune my car. I'm gonna be taking my car to Fat Body. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I'm really looking forward to installing all these parts in my car. I'm looking forward to getting my car dyno tuned, seeing some power. I'll keep you guys updated. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and like always, have a good one.